One of absolutely the largest things for crypto ever just took place, and nearly no person is speak me approximately it. And what I'm talking approximately is Mr. Gary Ganser getting his ass out of the workplace and a totally new regime beginning for crypto. And I had a dialogue this morning, or instead this afternoon, and you know what changed into type of funny approximately that? It turned into essentially a dialogue approximately me, or I ought to say me, with me explaining why I think XRP nevertheless is quite cheap here. And they essentially reverted back, pronouncing, if you buy XRP, you are ridiculously silly, right, here's why. And so it changed into a little bit of a again and forward, and it made me realize one very vital element. In these films, I don't, I assume, fully describe simply how dedicated I am. You got to understand, I've been maintaining this coin for so many years. Most human beings have a look at me and think, well, good day, man. How a good deal XRP have you sold? Now the pump goes, oh, you should be doing honestly, actually, properly, huh? And the simplest issue I'm contemplating is this is nothing. What do you speak me approximately, you peasant? Not in a derogatory manner, and like thinking they're below me, however more within the feel of, you observed, that is awesome. You suppose we have visible whatever at all. I suggest, even though I cannot put any target on where it's going to go, this run for certain, I maintain questioning that maximum human beings' targets are pretty low, if I had to place a base case down for what I could assure myself. I'm now not guaranteeing it to anyone due to the fact I'm now not your monetary consultant and I do not know. But what I could say is like minimum 7 greenbacks, but most probable extra inching in the direction of like 20. And each single time I speak about it, people say, you're ridiculous, like crazy. But then I have a look at Bitcoin. I examine the XRP dominance relative to Bitcoin. I study the reality that proper now the maximum bearish issue on XRP is gone. I observe the truth that Trump just said US coins were going to make it extraordinary, and the fact that essentially some of these new men essentially sworn in by means of Trump permits once more appearance back at this video right here. President, like Trump's crypto czar, David Sachs, says the reign of terror in opposition to crypto is over, and the beginning of innovation in America has just began. I maintain thinking, Guy, isn't always this like really worthy of like a 5x for all the US coins and for all the cash that had been in some kind of trouble with the SEC. Even the chief felony officer of Ripple stated, if I had informed you 4 years in the past that I'd be status on the inaugural crypto ball in DC with Snoop Dogg, would you have believed me? Yeah, me neither, because just some time back they had been getting sued by means of the SEC. They had been in all styles of hassle, and right now all of unexpected, they're honorary visitors, so to talk. It's kind of funny how all of these things cross. I imply they did pay a number of cash, but on the opposite aspect, are you able to, isn't it funny, isn't it ironic how these items cross? And here's some other interesting element. CZ, the co-founder of Binance, he stated, have you ever concept to yourself, I desire I had, and then bought Bitcoin early, offered the dip, held, discovered approximately crypto early, overlooked FUD, when the opportunity itself or offers itself again, will you act? Today is earlier than all the days to return, no longer monetary recommendation, and that became January the 14th, 2025, so just 4 days in the past. And value in times, it's your fault for tweeting, Bitcoin could dip from 100K to 80K. And he says, howdy, in case you click on and follow, you won't see that. It doesn't exist for you. But he now, some days afterwards, stated, the today in January 14th, put up, turned into now not referring to that unique day. It become a generalization that today is in advance than all of the days to come back as a natural risk, even the short-term charts aligned with it, selecting charts to help the narrative, not economic advice. And he essentially, there shows that he himself tweeted this when Bitcoin become at what, 93,000 or something like that. And then the rate quick went to 103. He didn't suggest it because of this, however the concept still counts. And I assume a variety of human beings aren't getting this. But when I actually have discussions with most of you guys that watch these videos, most human beings believe me. When I even have discussions with people who don't watch the videos, who aren't looking the crypto charts every single day, or who don't maintain any XRP, maximum people disagree. May have taken a while. Proper. Most possibly your average price could have been underneath 50 cents if you simply kept on buying, and eventually you were able to flip it for a ton of income at the way up. Maybe within a few weeks, perhaps, inside some months. It relies upon while precisely you purchase, how regularly you are measuring it. But with me, on the subject of XRP right here, I understand if it goes under $2, I'll be able to flip it into earnings soon anyway or something. And what I also can do is transfer over from my leverage positions to spot finally. Simply maintain on holding, and hey, I've just now were given a generational bag. But once more, in my personal humble opinion, with this entire new wave of Trump, my coins are so freaking bullish that it is very lots worth the threat to me. It's very plenty, really worth all of the drawback that I might see on the short term due to the fact I do not agree with that there may be a risk of failure. I do no longer trust it. A single bone in my body does not accept as true with it, and that is the reason I hold all my cash. People preserve giggling at me. Dusty, why aren't you selling? You've made such earnings in XRP. Take it out of it. No, I might not. Even though I understand it's getting riskier the better it is going, I assume we are on the brink of the large flow. And if I'm in my head nevertheless questioning 8x or perhaps a 6x continues to be bound to show up, then this just does not surely fulfill me. If you requested me like 3 months in the past, I might have informed you, well, if we visit 3, that might be top-notch this run. Even although I think we're going higher, 3 would be amazing. Now we're there, I'm wondering, Guy, this is so low. Even $5 a coin feels just low. It does not even feel, I would not even experience that happy. I mean, at $10, I'd be like, wow, this is what I dreamed of for a while. However, it is only a 3x from the 2018 all-time high. We need to 3x every cycle, $3 to $9 to $27 this one, before I'm surely glad. I could be happy at like $10 plus, don't get me incorrect. I'm just pronouncing at $20 plus, I'd be like, oh yeah, now for the cycle, this could truly be the best factor ever. Even at 16, I should already get to that feeling. However, the minimal I want for that is like 12, where I'm questioning, perhaps matters take extra time than predicted, and there is a few bearish factors. So 12 is the best it could cross this season due to all of the terrible matters. But it is still like a 3 or 4x far away from in which we're presently at. So I keep getting back to the concept of that is like not anything to me, nevertheless. And I understand I had this discussion a touch bit in